Welcome back to where we dive into the fascinating world of coins from around the globe. In today's video, we're unlocking the story and value behind the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin. How much is it worth? Is it rare? Let's find out. The 50-cent coin is one of Australia's most iconic pieces of circulating currency. The very first 50-cent coin was introduced in 1966, originally made of silver. But due to rising silver prices, it was replaced by a copper-nickel version starting in 1969. Fast forward to 1981, a year that saw one of the highest mintages of the 50-cent coin. This coin was part of Australia's standard circulation, but also holds some interesting details that can affect its collectability and value. Let's talk about the design. The obverse side of the coin, as always, features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This version of the Queen's portrait was used from 1966 until 1984. On the reverse, you'll see the Australian coat of arms, designed by Stuart Devlin. It features the kangaroo and the emu, Australia's national animals, along with the Commonwealth Star and a shield representing 6 states. The 50-cent coin is also quite distinct in shape. It has 12 sides, a dodecagon, which makes it stand out among other coins. Now here's where things get interesting. In 1981, over 85 million 50-cent coins were minted. That's a huge number. But did you know they weren't all made in Australia? To meet demand, the Royal Australian Mint also had coins produced overseas, notably at the Royal Mint in London and the Royal Canadian Mint. While the designs are mostly identical, there are subtle differences in the die and finish that advanced collectors can detect. If you have a 1981 50-cent coin, it could have been minted in Canberra, London, or Ottawa. So, how much is a 1981 Australian 50-cent coin worth today? If it's a regular circulated coin, its value is typically around 50 cents to $1 AUD. But if it's in uncirculated or mint condition, it can fetch between $2 to $5 AUD depending on the quality. However, here's the catch: errors or varieties can greatly increase its value. Some examples include off-center minting * planchet errors *, and even slight die variations from the overseas mints. Coins with such errors have been known to sell for $10 to $50 AUD or more, depending on their rarity and condition. If you're a coin collector, here's some tips. Check for mint luster ***. A shiny, untouched surface often means higher value. Look for errors ***. Examine your coin under a magnifying glass. Compare with other mint marks or finishes ***. Try to identify if your coin is Australian, British, or Canadian minted. Store properly ***. Use coin flips or holders to avoid scratches. And remember, a coin's true value depends not just on age, but on its rarity, condition, and demand. Here's a fun fact. The Australian 50-cent coin is one of the heaviest circulating coins in the world. Weighing 15.55 grams, it's even heavier than most dollar coins in other countries. So there you have it. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin may be common, but it has some surprising history and value potential. Got one in your collection? Let us know in the comments. The Australian 50-cent coin has an interesting history that traces back to the year 1966, when decimal currency was introduced in Australia. The first version of the 50-cent coin was round and made of 80% silver. However, this version was short-lived. It was only minted for 1 year. Rising silver prices quickly made the coin worth more than its face value, which led to the withdrawal of the silver coin from circulation. In 1969, the current copper-nickel version of the 50-cent coin was introduced. To help distinguish it from the round silver coin, the new version had a unique dodecagon, 12-sided, shape. This shape has remained ever since, making the coin easily recognizable by touch and sight. Now, let's focus on the 1981 edition. In 1981, there was an unusually high demand for 50-cent coins in Australia. As a result, the Royal Australian Mint needed additional support to meet the demand. To do this, production was outsourced to 2 overseas mints: the Royal Mint in London, United Kingdom; the Royal Canadian Mint, Ottawa, Canada. This makes the 1981 coin special, because the same coin was produced in 3 different locations: Australia, the UK, and Canada. While all the coins bear the same design, slight differences in the minting process or the dies used by each mint can sometimes be seen by experts. Despite the large mintage, over 85 million coins, the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin remains popular among collectors, especially for those trying to distinguish which mint their coin came from or hoping to find minting errors or varieties. So there you have it. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin may be common, but it has some surprising history and value potential. Got one in your collection? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the world of coins. Thanks for watching.